Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Shana Tova. Shana Tova. Look, I have my little thing. Look. It's supposed to calm you down. Does anybody have one of these things? Afterwards, would you explain to me what it's supposed to do? Because I'm still. That's it. It's kind of a miracle. It just keeps going. Look, no batteries or anything. You put it. I'm not going to do my nose, but I believe. And I wonder if I were an Orthodox rabbi, if I would question if this was muksar or not, if this was allowed. You know, because it's kind of doing a kind of work in there, right? So maybe I don't know. I'll have to contact my local Orthodox rabbi and figure it out. All right. Anyway, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't mind, please mute your phones. It would be really nice, so we don't get any calls in like Yizker or anything. It would be great. And what I want to tell you. Well, I just wanted to start out. I wanted to get the music going and put you in the right spirit. So we're going to start with Hine Matov. Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. Let's go around. sing, all right? Get you ready. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Sing with me. Hine matov manayim shevet avim gam yava. Hine matov manayim shevet avim gam yava. Beautiful. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful. You sound beautiful. You sound like you're ready. You sound like you're ready. You sound like you're ready to do better this coming year. It sounds it to me. Behold how beautiful it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together. Hina matova manayim. We're now going to do a song that's also representative of one of the metaphors of the High Holy Days, the idea of the gates closing, of the book closing. Pit huli. Pit huli, open the gates of righteousness and I will enter into them. I will give thanks to the Lord. This is the gate of the Lord. And this melody was by Shlomo Carlebach. He was kind of this cool rabbi in the 60s and the 70s, cool Hasidic guy that wrote a lot of melodies that we sing in synagogues today. So Pit hu.
Can hear you. Oh.
Lovely, aren't they beautiful, ladies and gentlemen? Sound great. Hihuli Shadei Tzedek Avovam Odeya. Hihuli Shadei Tzedek Avovam Odeya. Ashar l'Adonai tzadikim yavovu. Zeh ashar l'Adonai tzadikim yavovu. Tzadikim yavovu. Thank you. Carol and Lizzie, beautiful. Well, shalom everyone, Shana Tova. Welcome to this is our third year here at the bitter end. And first of all, at the very top, I want to thank Paul Rizzo, who's standing around, maybe he's outside collecting tickets. I don't know what he's doing. But he owns this joint. And we're very grateful. They welcome us here with open arms, and we love the energy here. As I've told you before, you know, in this space we've had, oh my God, everybody has been here. Joni has been here, James Taylor's been here, Neil Young's been here, comedians, more current art, everybody has been through the bitter end. So all of that, and where Jack is sitting right now, although online you can't see Jack, I could not have a wide enough angle lens. Unless you look at the Bitter End website, he might be in the frame. Jack is sitting at that keyboard. That keyboard is, everybody's played that keyboard. Anybody that's come through here. So think of the energy, the magic that's in this room. Come on, it's beautiful. And like I said, I want to welcome all of the members of Sim Shalom, our online Jewish Universalist community. There's hundreds of people watching from around the world right now, so thank you. Thank you for doing that. So first, I just want to explain once again, some of you are new. And can I see your hands for new? That's beautiful. Look at that. Look at all the new. Thank you. Thank you very much. You've helped us to sell out for the third year. Thank you very much. Well, what I want to explain is that some of the melodies are folk melodies that we're doing, but a lot of the melodies that we're doing are particular just for the High Holy Days. And they've been arranged, you'll never hear them except for the High Holy Days. And they've been arranged for this amazing band. I've got, these are my favorite people. I love them, you know, and I'm very honored to be working with them. Frankie Levatino actually converts to Levine for the service. I know I say that every year, but it's fun, right?
It's okay. It's on the way.
Also, I want you to sing along wherever you like, and I'm gonna work with you. So don't worry about that. I've included on your sheets. Not everything is on those sheets, okay? This is not your typical synagogue where you're gonna be turning pages and say, "What? What page? What? Do you know?" No, it's not gonna happen. All right, it's there or it's not there, and I'll help you. So don't worry about that. That's really it. So let's continue. Just a brief explanation on Rosh Hashanah. On Rosh Hashanah, it's written again. I've explained that there are metaphors that run through the Jewish high holy days. The idea that there is a book of life, and that during these 10 days from Rosh Hashanah through Yom Kippur, we're actually judged on our acts, on our actions for the previous year. And the only way, well, the way that we can have a shot at not being in that being inscribed well in the book of life, is to do good deeds, to do teshuva, tefillah, tzedakah, to do repent, to give charity, and to tefillah, and to pray. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're doing it all today. I've introduced my band to you, so without further ado, what we're going to do now is going to move right to the Kol Nidre. Perhaps the most famous prayer of Yom Kippur is the Kol Nidre, which is usually recited prior to Yom Kippur as the sun, before the sun sets. The reason why it's done before the sun sets is because the content of the Yom Kippur, of the Kol Nidre, is literally a dispensation from vows. In other words, within that language it says that anything that we've done this past year, may we be forgiven for anything bad that we've done over the past year. That's a beautiful concept in the Jewish tradition, because you see, in the Jewish world we take words very seriously. In fact, there's a whole tractate of the Talmud, a whole book, the Talmud, that's dedicated to nederim. Nederim, a neder is a vow. A vow. And in antiquity, and up through today, people, when you say, I swear I'm going to stop smoking, who are you making that vow to? There. So it's the idea that, well, you gotta weigh out. You've got to weigh out. And this Kol Nidre does that. Of course, through history, it was used also, when during the time of the Inquisition, the Kol Nidre was used because many Jews, of course, were forced to assimilate and accept Catholicism, or they would be killed. So what they did was this Kol Nidre would work really well for them. It gave them, again, dispensation from those vows that they made. Interestingly enough, some people think that this liturgy was written in the 13th century or 14th century during the time of the Inquisition, but it actually predates it by hundreds and hundreds of years. All right. So the Kol Nidre, I'd like to call up somebody to hold the. Where's Carolyn Gizzy? Where are you? Come here. Come here. And her husband. Come on up. You guys can stand here. I like to put them on the spot. You know why? Because I married them a couple of years ago. That's right. That's good. The two of you stand here. And away we go. Take your time. Ve'asare Mikol Amen. V'chinuyei v'kinusei u'shavuot de'in darna Udeacharim na v'diasana Nafshatana Mi Yom Kippurim zeh Ad Yom Kippurim Haba Aleinu Letova Kol hon Yichrana Mehon Kol hon Yehon Shara Shavikin Shavitin B'teilin U'mavutalin L'ashiririn V'l'kayamin Nidarana V'yesarana la'esarei U'shavuata You can applaud. I thought it was pretty good. Thank you. Thank you. Put the Torah down. And aren't they great? Let's hear for a Torah. All right. So, without further ado, let's praise the Lord with hallelujah. Hallelujah. Go ahead. You want to count? In this song, it's basically speaking about praising God in heaven for God's mighty deeds, for God's greatness, and in the text it calls for praise God with trumpet, with harp, with lyre, with drum and dance, and flute. We have a lot of those instruments. Here we go. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. hallelujah, 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 Picasso, hallelujah, Becky Akuzo, hallelujah, Big Burrota, hallelujah, Kero Kulo, hallelujah, 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 take a shofar, hallelujah, Benevel Betinor, hallelujah, Betov, Lachol, hallelujah, Bemini, Belga, hallelujah, 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 take it, man. Carol Lizzie Towel. Everybody say hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. This side. I always want to do that. This side. Just hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Crescendo, everybody. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm starting to think we can take this on the road. Wouldn't it be fun?
Yeah.
High holidays every week somewhere else.
That was my idea.
I don't know if I can afford. Yeah, of course. I don't know if I can afford the band. That's the only thing.
I'll do it for free with them.
Oh, speak for yourself, Frankie. I don't know.
Just bring the food.
All right, we're going to continue with the Baruch Hu. Again, the melody of the Baruch Hu that we're going to use is used only for the evening. It's supposed to be used only for the evening on the high holidays. We're going to use it in the day, of course. That's what we do. All right. And it's the officials, the call to worship, the Baruch Hu. Praise the Lord to whom our praise is due. Praise be the Lord to whom our praise is due now and forever. It's the official call to where it would be like, shut off your cell phones now. We're starting. That's what it would be like. All right. That was lovely. Now let's have to do it again. That was so good. We're trying to get back. Baruch Adonai Mevorach Leolam Va'yu. Baruch Adonai Mevorach Leolam Va'ed. Lovely. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling you're a part of this service. You're not just looking at your watches. I can see you, so I know you're not bored yet, which is great. We're going to keep it going. We're going to move on with the Shema. I love this arrangement of the Shema because it's the regular Shema. We include the words, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord, hear, O humankind, the Lord is God, the Lord is one," and then we have this little musical interlude. It's very pretty. So hope you enjoy it. Shema. love that Shema. Ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it. You ask me, what does it mean to be a Jew? That's really the core of what we believe. That's it. That and doing good. Supposed to be nice to each other also. We're going to talk about that in a minute. The Chatzi Kaddish, also, this is the high holiday melody for the Chatzi Kaddish. As I've explained, probably for some of you, maybe the sixth time, if you've been here twice a year. All right, but I try and vary my explanations. The Chatzi Kaddish, the Kaddish appears throughout our liturgy, Jewish liturgy, Kaddish, the holiness. And the thing is that liturgy comes in sort of different variations. There's a half Kaddish, a Chatzi Kaddish. There's a Kaddish Shalem. There's a full Kaddish. There's the mourner's Kaddish, which we're all going to do during Yizkor today. All right, but the Chatzi Kaddish is also always associated with a transition between portions of the liturgy of the service. All right, Yit Gadol. Yit Gadol, V'Yit Gadash, Shemei Rabbah. Let's try. Let's get them to do that. Amen. Sing Amen. Let's see it. Amen. Wow. Be'alma tivrach irutein ve'amlich malchutein bechayevot uve'yomevot uve'chayei lechol beit Yisrael v'gala David Alevi Talal Shemei Dikudsha Barichu. Wait, hold on, let's get them to do it. Barichu, Barichu. Not bad. La'ela u'le'ela Mikol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'dechet mata Tamiran We're going to continue now with the Avot. The Avot, which has many names. Shemona Esrei, 18 prayers of benediction. The Shemona Esrei, the Amida, literally standing before God. The Avot, the fathers, the Imahot, and we added the mothers because we went egalitarian. Thank goodness. And so here we go. The Avot, standing prayer. Adonai Elohei Now, during this during the Amidah, during this part of the liturgy, we have again on the high holidays we bring in the themes of the high. We add little sentences, extra sentences of liturgy, and this first one is Zachrenu L'chaim, and basically this, of course, to support all of the metaphors and all of the theme of the Yomim Noraim, of the high holy days. And the translation of this piece is, remember us for life, King of desire of life, and write us into the book of life. For your sake, God, life is life. And it's called Zachrenu L'chaim. Some of you might have heard it. We're using the standard folk melody. I'm going to sing it through, get in a groove here. Can I have deep? Zachrenu L'chaim, Melech Hafetz B'chaim, V'chatmenu b'sefer HaChaim, V'chatmenu b'sefer HaChaim, L'mancha Elohim Chaim. Sing it once again. Zachrenu L'chaim, Melech Hafetz B'chaim, V'chatmenu b'sefer HaChaim, V'chatmenu b'sefer Elohim And now we, as part of this, is actually what would you describe it? These melodies flow right against each other. And this next one in the Amidah is also Mechalkel Chaim. Of course, you don't usually hear these arrangements behind you when you're singing in the singing. All right, Mechalkel Chaim, and this features Carol on Barry. And it's the text, God sustains the living with loving kindness and with great compassion revives the dead. Yes, that is part of our theology. We're coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, we'll be back.
I better pay my pocket.
kalkel chayim b'chesed chayim eitim rachamim rabim somech noflim verofeh cholim u'mahatir asurim Shema, hear our voice, Lord our God, spare us, pity us, accept our prayer in your gracious love. This is also just a Yom Kippur melody. Shema, Shema, Koleinu. Shema, Shema, Koleinu. Shema, Shema, Koleinu. Shema, 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 Koleinu. Yeah. You can sing with me. 2 words. Shema, Koleinu. Ready? Shema, Shema, Koleinu. Shema, Shema, Koleinu. Shema, Shema, Koleinu. Shema, 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 Koleinu. Carol's done all the Everybody sing. Hear our plea. Shema, 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 is your favorite, Frankie?
He said, and I love it.
Rosh Hashanah Yikatevu. On this day, we are inscribed. Who shall live? Who shall die? This prayer offers us the option, or the ability, to repent, to pray, and to offer deeds of loving kindness in order to be inscribed well. All right? Here we go. Rosh Hashanah Yikatevu, Yom Kippur Yikatevu. Rosh Hashanah Yikatevu, Yom Kippur Yikatevu. Yamar Yaveru, Yamar Yibareu, Yichya Yamut. The Kitzo, oh, Yellow, the Kitzo, Rosh Hashanah Yikatevu, Yom Kippur Yikatevu, Rosh Hashanah Yikatevu, Yom Kippur Yikatevu. Mivae, Shemiva Mogefa, Mivachem, Mivachaya. Hashanah Yikatevu, Yom Kippur Yechatevu. You know, those of you that know it, sing with me. Here, 3, 4, ready and sing. And Rosh Hashanah Yikatevu, Yom Kippur Yechatevu. Rosh Hashanah Yikatevu, Yom Kippur Yechatevu. Again. Rosh Hashanah Yikatevu, Yom Kippur Yechatevu. Rosh Hashanah Yikatevu, Yom Kippur Yechatevu. you that are here the first time, you know, if you've been to a regular synagogue, if that's the one where the chazan is very shaky already and walking around, and it's very lethargic. So we try to spice it up for you. Now we're going to move on with the Aleinu. This is the part of the liturgy where the cantor and the rabbi bend down on their knees and prostrate themselves. Why don't I just say bow? Why don't I even bother, right?
It'll be different.
I know, but none of us do.
Yeah.
But this is that point in the service where they're both down. And you know, did you ever wonder what that's all about? Well, they are emulating the high priests in the ancient temple and the way they made an offering before God. So we still we keep the symbolism of it, and we still do it. I'm not going to do that for you today, if that's all right. But we're going to sing the song. A little different groove. Oh yeah, we're going to skip the Alfilo. I'm sorry. We're going on to the Alfilo. We're going to the Alfilo. I'm so sorry. It's the next one. Ready? One. Lay your time. before we're getting close to the Torah service, and Yizkor, it's coming up. Right now, before we get there, we're going to sing B'Sefer Chaim, another one of those songs of the pieces of the liturgy. B'Sefer Chaim, the book of life. And here we go. Sefer Chaim, bracha v'shalom, u'farnasa tova. Yizachem nikatev lefanecha. Anachnu lechol amcha beit Yisrael, l'chaim tovim, l'chaim tovim. Sefer Chaim, bracha v'shalom, u'farnasa tova. Inscribe well, nikatev v'nikatev lefanecha. Anachnu b'chol amcha beit Yisrael. All of you and all of Israel, Chaim Tovim, inscribe well, Chaim Tovim. The president of the congregation went to visit the rabbi in the hospital who had just suffered a mild heart attack. He says, "Rabbi, the board just voted 12 to 8 to wish you a speedy recovery." I know, I do it every service. I'm sorry. It's just such a good joke. All right. I've got a couple newer ones later. Hang in there, all right? I know. My parents came over and said, Stephen, we love the service, but the jokes. Thanks. Thanks very much. Well, Shana Tova. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Yom Kippur 2018, Jewish year 5778. And we're back at the bitter end. It's a great pleasure, as I said earlier. When we begin the reading of the Torah, which we're going to do on Simchat Torah, we start the cycle all over again. One of the first in the beginning. God said, "Let there be light." God said, "Let there be light." And when God said that, there was light. The power of words, ladies and gentlemen. In today's environment, we understand that words can be dangerous or they can be healing. We talked about the Kol Nidre vow. Our tradition places tremendous, tremendous weight on the words that we say. When I do weddings, sometimes what I'll say is, I'll tell them when you're gonna, in your relationship, if you're gonna say something stupid or mean, and you know it before you say it. We all know it, right? Don't do it. Suck it up, and don't do it. I'm still working. I'm sorry, honey. I'm still working. I know. Well, anyway, regarding words, this Yom Kippur, I thought I'd offer you something different. As if our services are not already different enough. But I thought I'd bring you a local poet who was highly skillful with words. And his name is Joel Louis Gold. He's an improvisational spoken word artist. He's a writer, director of photography, and he's been performing spoken word for a lifetime. He's also a film and video award artist winning a number of awards for his work, and he was the first recipient of a Guggenheim Fellowship in video. He received an Emmy for his work in film, and has worked on disparate projects, including dance, music, drama, and fashion. However, improvisational spoken word is his heart. Our paths cross often at open mics and around the city, and Joel is truly amazing. Trust me, you'll all be like, what? So, I'd like to now welcome my dear friend Joel Louis Gold.
Hello. I was exceedingly thinking the other night of the fright in my life. The clocks, they bang against my imagination, and my dreams refuse to see a visual sense of the time of my life. I bring it back. An attack comes to find in a sky without mind and wakes me each day, pushing me toward an adventure. Part of me is frightened of the step not taken. Part of me roams effortlessly in a world of linguistic sense of time, and I find myself connected to the word. Oh, babies. What else would find the intimacy of one's climb through its consciousness to that thing that brings it back to its life? What fear do we have to share that we are frightened to see in the artificial light of history, pushing us towards some foxhole of regret? And in that moment when you sit on the edge of your day, when the secrets of your life cannot be shared, they can't even be bared by the truth you see, they are a violent sense of ecstasy that brings you to a truth unknown. The word. Babies. The explanation of it, well, it has no realm in which to find. The OK Corral of mind doesn't show up, and you are there naked and bruised, black and blue, for the words to wait, for the Talmudic squeeze to give you a sense, a step not taken. You bow to it. You stand erect. Your spine needs something to stand up for, to hold itself against this full moon that will not quit. The light of it, the crater of its mistake visits you. It pounds on the door of consciousness. Who are you this day? Who will you become? What flotation color of consciousness do you need to keep yourself above this tsunami of doubt? It's always just the word. It's pretty. It comes and plugs you away for another day long before your mind can conceive of what tomorrow might breed. You're a child again, a file in that cake of mistakes, waiting for it to be eaten, to be seen, to be debated until the dream finds precedence, before the space before eyes open wide and the visuals that are hiding in the heart begin to explode. a Matisse eye, a canvas of color, a sweet grasp you have to hold on to your consciousness. It's all you have. It's all the words you need. Oh, babies, sweet it is to move. To groove, as some might say, against the day without a dance. A balletic push, a generator of new energy pushes through you synaptic doubt, and in the shout of your life, the sky opens up. The doubt of it falls away. The wings of your life are no longer rented, they're owned. Icarus is banging at your window, throwing stones in your dream, and you stand for one moment without need of defense, without a word to come and rescue you in this corral that keeps looking at you as if you are a victim of your own doubt. And before you know it, the shout in your heart finds the sky. Oh, babies. Once again, the lie falls away. The mistake of yesterday is no longer at your door. Your sweet eye is hungry for something new, a blue something, an invisible shout that makes you feel fortitude, that makes break away this pyramid of what used to be is now a functional of a new birth in your history. And all you needed to get there was the word. You sit a while on the edge of tomorrow's race. Take the book. You were reading before your needs overtook you. You turn a page back. No one will condemn you for having to go back again. Like a siren on the rocks, it pulls you to its meaning. And it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word is us. Thank you.
God bless you, Joel. God bless you. Who over here? Give a hug. Wow. I wrote that for him. So as I said, Judaism is a very, very aware, intensely aware of the power of speech and the harm that can be done. And the rabbis note that the universe itself was created through speech, as Joel illuminated for you. Of all the sins enumerated in the prayer we're about to recite together, the Hashamnu prayer on Yom Kippur, many of these sins are committed through speech. Talmud tells us that the tongue is an instrument so dangerous that it must be kept hidden from view behind two protective walls, the mouth and the teeth, to prevent its misuse. The harm done by speech is even worse than the harm done by stealing or by cheating or someone financially, because money can be lost or repaid, but the harm done by speech can never be repaired. It's for this reason that some sources indicate there is no forgiveness for Lashon Hara, for disparaging speech. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to ask forgiveness of the things that we have said, the things that we have done to hurt people, people that we care about, people that we love. As I mentioned, asking for forgiveness is just the first step. We must also repair the damage by taking action steps in our lives to make positive changes. So let's start right now. I'd like you all to please rise. I know it's hard. That's why I don't ask you to do it often. But everybody get up. Now I want you to turn to the person next to you, even if you're sitting next to someone you don't know, which makes it really interesting. And because it's all right, because we're all connected, we're all one. And I want you to gently repeat after me. I'm going to say this word, and then you'll say it, and I'm going to say the English, and then you'll say it. All right? Ready? Here we go. I'm going to say it. Salicha. Salicha. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. All right? right, now look at that person for a second, and then I want you to repeat after me. Say, Salachti. I forgive you. Now give him a hug. Give him a hug. I'm sorry, Greg. I'm sorry, Jack. Sorry, baby. All right, now don't sit yet. Don't sit because we're going to do the Yashamnu. The Yashamnu is this. Now we're going to list all the sins that we made. Well, not all of them, but. Now, you're going to put your hands on your heart, yes, like this. All right? And you just touch it lightly. As some of you have been to synagogue, you know, and you've seen this, you say, what is going on? And some Jews, they take their heart and they go bang! It's all right. Be calm. Just it comes from the heart is what we're saying. All right? So here we go. Some of us were, I'll say the word, you go touch your heart. Some of us were grudging, lustful. I know you were right over there. No, malicious, narrow-minded. Everybody do that one. Narrow-minded. Obstinate. Possessive. Quarrelsome. It's Frank. Quarrelsome. Rancorous. Selfish. We know that. We have allowed violence, weakness of will. We have yielded to temptation, and we've turned aside from your commandments and your precepts, and it has not helped us, to be honest. You are just, dear Lord, whatever befalls us. You call us to righteousness when we bring evil to ourselves. So now we're going to say it in Hebrew. And we're going to sing the song. It's a funny song. I don't know how Jews came up with this song. Lie, 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 lie. I don't know. All right, here we go. And the Hebrew words, you could repeat after me. Lie, 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 that last one was you spoken badly. You know you have. Everybody, lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Heavy-nu. Vahir-shanu. Zadnu. Hamasnu. Tifalnu sheker. Everybody, and last set, all right? I mean, there's many more, but I'm abridging it for you, okay? If we were in a brick and mortar, pages. Rashanu. Shichadnu. Tiabnu. Tainu. Tiatanu. And thank you very well. Stay up. Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom. he doing? Where's Mason? He's coming? Come on. This is Oliver's second year back. Let's hear it for Oliver. It's truly a miracle, dear Lord. Thank you. Mason. Mason's having fun. Mason's part of the Kremen family. Evan is our sound guy and our shofar blower. Let's hear it for the Kremens. Yay! All right. So let's see. We're going to here. We're going to take out the Torah. You take off the Torah up top. Yeah. Good. Now, you and hand to him. Hand to him. Put on your right shoulder. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Stand here, over here. All right. Look at these handsome guys. Any other kids here that want to come up? Are there any other kids? Any other really old people that want to come up? All right, here we go. Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo. Now do Gadlu Adonai Ti Bonenam Ema Shemo Yachdav. Now Jack and G, Torah. And the Mason and Oliver are going to go around. Everybody kiss Mason and Oliver, or if maybe you don't want to be kissed. Just touch the Torah gently, all right? Say Shana Tova. You can all be seated now. Thank you. All right. Make sure. Yes. Okay, good. You guys all right? Okay, good. Are they doing a great job? Yeah. All right. All right, so there are three sources for this holiday of Yom Kippur in the Torah. One is in Leviticus, where it says on the 10th day of the 7th month, God said the people shall not work in order to cleanse and atone for their sins. The second is in Bamidbar, in Numbers, where the 10th day of the 7th month, it says, is a holy day. All right? Kodesh Yeh Lahem. And then again from Leviticus, from Vayikra, the reference will be the reading this morning is God, that's our reading this morning, is God said to Moses that the 10th day of the month is the Day of Atonement and will be Yom Kippurim Hu. The people must offer a fire offering to God and must not work. All right, so that's our sources for Yom Kippur. We're going to read from the Torah. You're all going to do the blessing. You have the papers, right? All right, so let's do the blessing. Everybody find it. It's in there somewhere. It says Torah blessing, probably. Ready? You got it? Baruch Hu et Adonai. Baruch Adonai Hamarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher b'charayu they're going to have a bar mitzvah, they just told me. All right. Not yet. It's coming. Oh, all right, whatever. So here we go. I'm going to read. Amen. Vaydaber Adonai el Moshe lemor. I can't read the trumpet. Basar lachodesh ashvi hazeh yom kippurim hu. Mikra chodesh yeh lachem anitem et nafshotechem. Mikraftem yishel Adonai. Kol malacha lo ta'asu. B'etzem hayom hazeh. Ki yom kippurim hu lechaper aleichem lifnei Adonai Elohechem. Kol hanefesh asher lo teduna b'etzem hayom hazeh v'nichrata me'amecha v'chol hanefesh asher ta'aseh kol malacha b'etzem hayom hazeh v'ha'avarti et hanefesh hahi mikrav ama. Huh? I will let you in on a secret. I'm cheating. It's got the vowels and the trope in there. Okay, I'm all right. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm confessing. Okay. All right, let's do the blessing afterwards. Y'all got it?
Yep.
All right. Carol, the Yizkor sheets are out?
Yeah.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Well, Yeshkov, that was well done. Why don't you guys wrap that up there? Okay, great. All right, now take it over here. A little strap around it. There we go. All right. Got it? Well, don't drop the Torah. We'll have to fast for you. All right, put it up here. And then just cover it. All right, you got it. Let's hear it from Mason and Oliver. I know, Velcro. He doesn't trust Velcro, he says. All right, now one of you take the talits, take the prayer shawl and cover this. Yeah. Thank you very much. Well done. You can go sit down now. I'll get you later. So, a Jewish grandmother. I didn't say anything. A A Jewish grandmother loses her grandson at the beach when a tidal wave sweeps him away into the depths of the ocean. The grandmother immediately bows to her knees in the sand and prays to God for the return of her grandson. Please, God, I've always been a good person, a good Jew, a loving grandmother. Please return my grandson to me. And just as she finishes her prayer, a huge wave crashes on the beach, returning the young boy to his grandmother's side. The grandmother begins to cry and to hug her grandson, overcome with joy and gratitude. She looks once more at her grandson, then looks back at the sky and says, "He had a hat!"
Got a good laugh. Tell it again.
See, I have to skip next year. I can't say that next year. All right, one more. I'm doing this because we're going to Yizkor, all right? I want you to have a lightness before we get to Yizkor. All right, a few centuries ago, you be quiet. The Pope decided that all Jews had to leave Italy. Now, naturally, there was a big uproar from the Jewish community, so the Pope agreed to have a religious debate with the rabbi selected by the Jewish community. And if the rabbi won, the Jews would stay. If the Pope won, the Jews would have to leave. So the Jews realized they had no choice. They picked a wise rabbi to represent them, but they asked for one condition to be met. Since the rabbi didn't speak Italian or Latin, and the Pope didn't speak Hebrew or Yiddish, neither side would be allowed to talk. They would use only hand gestures. The Pope agreed. So the day of the great debate comes. The rabbi and the Pope sat opposite each other for a full minute before the Pope raised his hand and showed 3 fingers. The rabbi looked back at him and raised 1 finger. The Pope waved his fingers in a circle around his head. The rabbi pointed to the ground where he sat. The Pope pulled out a wafer and a glass of wine. The rabbi pulled out an apple. The Pope stood up and said, "I give up. This rabbi is too smart. The Jews can stay." An hour later, the cardinals surrounded the Pope, asking him what happened. The Pope said, "First I held up 3 fingers to represent the Trinity." He responded by holding up 1 finger to remind me that there was still one God, common to our religions. Then I waved my fingers around me to show him that God was all around us. And he responded by pointing to the ground, showing that God was right there with us. I pulled out the wine and the water and the wafer to show that God abolishes us from sin, absolves us from sins. He pulled out an apple to remind me of original sin. He had an answer for everything. What could I do? Meanwhile, the Jewish community had crowded around their rabbi. What happened? What happened, they asked. Well, said the rabbi, first, he says to me that the Jews had 3 days to get out of here. I told him not one of us was leaving. Then he told me the whole country would be cleared of Jews. I let him know we were staying right here. And then? Asked a woman. I don't know, said the rabbi. He took out his lunch, I took out mine. I like that. All right, just take a moment, take a moment, because now we're going to continue with the Yizkor service. The Yizkor memorial prayer. You know, as we all know, unfortunately, we've all been touched. We've all lost someone we love, you know? And this is a great blessing, this Yizkor service. It gives us an opportunity to clear our minds, just for a moment, and to actually think about all these people that we love. But they're just not with us anymore. We can't just pick up a phone. We can't go get on a plane. I mean, they're always with us, but they're not. So, the Yizkor service is a great, great moment. It actually occurs 3 times during the year. I don't know if you knew that. It's not just here on Yom Kippur. It's also on Shemini Atzeret. 4 times there. Shemini Atzeret, on the Passover, 7th-day Passover, and then on Shavuot. So we do it 4 times a year. So it actually gives people who are in mourning, or 4 times throughout the year, an opportunity to experience this. In this prayer, we implore God to remember the souls of our relatives and friends that have passed on. When we recite Yizkor, we renew and strengthen the connection between us and our loved ones, bringing honor to the departed souls, elevating them in their heavenly homes. And we do somehow feel connected once again in a very real way to those now gone, but not forgotten from our lives. You know what? We're going to ask. Yeah, Alan and Miriam, why don't you come up? Any other couples that married here? No, just Gizzies and Alan and Miriam. Come on up. You can hold the Torah for the Yizkor. Oh, I do. I have another. It's Rulniks. Come on up. Come on up here. It's an honor. It's an honor for the Yizkor. So, band. Ailey, Ailey. Ailey, Ailey. You have your sheets, you have your Yizkor sheets. We're going to do some readings together. Oh, please rise, ladies and gentlemen. Please rise for the Yizkor. The first reading. I'll read the sentence and you read the we remember them part, all right? In the rising of the sun and in its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of summer, we remember them. In the rustling of leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joys and we yearn to share, we remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. Please join with me as we read Psalm 23. Together. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He causes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still water. He restores my soul. He guides me in right paths for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. We're going to continue in silence with the Yizkor prayer. You have that prayer available to you. And insert all the names and close your eyes and remember all the people that you love. May God remember forever my loved ones who have gone to their eternal rest. May they be at one with the one who is life eternal. May the beauty of their lives shine forevermore. And may my life always bring honor to their memory. שוכן במרומים המצא מנוחה נכונה תחת כנפי השכינה עם קדושים וטהורים כזוהר הרקיע מסעירים לנשמת יקירנו שהלכו לעולמים בעל הרחמים יסתירם בסתר כנפיו לעולמים ויצרו ביצרור חיים את נשמתם אדוני הוא נחלתם וינוחו בשלום על משכבם God, full of compassion, you dwell in the heights and in the depths. Grant true rest under the sheltering wings of your presence to our loved ones who have entered eternity. Let them find refuge forever in the shadow of your wings, and let their souls be bound up in the bond of eternal life. For you, the everlasting God, are their inheritance. May they rest in peace. Let us say, Amen. Join with me for the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma Divra Hiruteh, Be'amlich Malchuteh, B'chayei Chol, B'yomei Chol, B'chayei D'chol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala v'izman kari v'imru. Amen. Yehei shemei rabba vorach li'olam l'olmei omaya. Yitvorach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Ba'amiran bi'alma bi'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. B'chayim aleinu bi'al kol Yisrael bi'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mrama. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu bi'al kol Yisrael bi'imru. Amen. You may be seated. It's a firefly in the forest. It's a lightning strike on the sea. It's an ember always glowing. It's in you. It's in me. It's sundown on the horizon. It's moon glow at your feet. It's starlight up in heaven. It's in you. It's in me. When the darkness hangs around day and night, night and day, there's a spark waiting for you to help you find the way. It's a candle in a desert. It's a twinkle your soul can see. There's a land forever burning. It's in you. It's in you. When the darkness hangs around day and night, night and day, there's a spark waiting for you to help you find the way. It's in me. It's in you. It's in me. It's in you. It's in. Everybody sing. It's in you and it's in me. It's in you. It's in me. It's in you. And it's in me. Well, there's a spark your soul can see. It's in you. It's in me. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do Misha Baruch now for those who are ill as we begin to conclude our service. Misha, before we do that. So we're doing good. We're not going to be too late today. Those of you who are hungry, you'll be able to get out. Right? I just want to say hello to this beautiful community, all of you who are here. Let's see, we have Camille Awanda. Where's Camille? Hi, Camille. All right. Anna Bachman. Anna? Oh, hello. How are you? Okay, great. Carol Blaine. Who is that? Oh, I want to say, I'm sorry. All right. Max Bosworth and Theodore. Where are you? All right. Thank you for coming. Scott Buckley? Here. Hey, Scott. All right. Karen Bush. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. Cheryl Cohen? It's hard to see because I got a light. All right, great. Okay, thank you. Tal Cohen, part of your... Is that Tal Cohen also? You have different Cohens. Oh my goodness, we could do the so many rituals. Come on up. All the Cohens are here. Wow. Karen Davis. Karen. Hey, Karen. Thank you for coming. Sue DeCastro. She's here all the time. I love you. Thank you. Diane Diamondstein. I know you're new, Diane. Where are you? All right. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Neil Eisman and Neil. He's got Neil. I've got there's 100 Eismans here. Neil, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jonah Eisenstock. Jonah. You know, we're reading your Haftarah later. Jonah. Where are you? All right. Okay. Kathy Elkies. She's got a couple. She's got a few tickets here too. Elkies. Thank you. Oh yeah, of course. And Oliver. Thank you. Then we've got the Gizzies. They're still married after like a year, right? Where are they? All right. They're good. Ellen Gold. Where is Ellen? She's always here. Thank you, Ellen. Oh, there you are. You're always. That's where you are too. I always forget. All right. Jeffrey Goldsmith. Thank you, Jeffrey, for coming. Karen Gray. Thank you, Karen. Stephen Greenberg and Steve. We're the Greenbergs.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for the Greenbergs. Right. 1,000 tickets. Micah Grossman. All right, thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Edith Harari. Thank you, Hararis. Is that like a Persian last name? No, Harari. Syrian. Cool. Sean Harris. Got a bunch of tickets. Sean. Where are you? Of course you are. I knew it. There you are. Ron Heller. Thanks, Ron. Thanks for coming. Jackowitz. Beryl Jackowitz.
Oh, they left with the children.
I left with their children. Okay, I understand. Alan Kahn. All right. Robin Kramer. The Kramers. Where's Kramer? Best. The best. Well, look, oh, wait, they've got what they really do. They have 115 tickets. It's unbelievable. You are really the best. I'll tell you what, you can have these seats next year. What? And the Greenbergs.
We're actually with them.
Are you with the Green? my whole crowd is for you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. And the Kremens, again, I want to thank them for coming. The whole family is here. It's great. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you for giving us Evan, because we love him. Alan Lash? Is Amy here too? Where's... I don't see it. Oh, all right, I just want to make sure. All right, we love Amy. Alan Lash?
There?
There you go. All right. Thank you, Alan. Stephen Levine. Stephen, yeah, you guys come all the time too, right? Yeah. Excellent. Thank you. The Lifsons. Where's the Lifsons? Thank you, Lifsons. Thank you once again. David Marcus? All right. Where? Oh, there you are. You got the good seats. You like it back there? It's not bad, right? Okay, good. And Alyssa Moses?
Here.
Where? Oh, hello. All right. Marcy Pasternak. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much. John Pearl.
Here.
Hey, John. Jacqueline Pine. All right. Terry Powers. All right, in the back. I love it. Charles Ronson.
Here.
Thank you, Charles. And thank you, the two of you. Thank you so much. Leslie Rothenberg. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. And Lauren Schramm.
Hi.
Hey. All right. Don't worry, we only have a few more, ladies and gentlemen. The Schwartzes. Linda and Randy, where are you?
Well, I'm Randy, but I don't...
Oh, you don't know the other one? You got to meet. There's a Linda. First of all the Cohens got to get together, and the Schwartzes. That is so funny. I mean, what's more Jewish than Cohen and Schwartz? I mean, come on. Levine and Levine. That's right. You might be. Beth Ann Siegel. Okay, Susan Silver.
Hi.
Susan, you're always here. Thank you so much. Kenneth, Ken and his lovely wife are here. They were just up here. Where are they?
Over here.
We love you. Thank you very much. Mindy Squire, also always here, every year. Where are you? Thank you. Thank you for supporting us. Ellen Steiner, also always supporting us. Miriam and Alan, Serval, always support us. They're great. Neil Valens, my student. Where are you? There he goes. So what did you learn today? Anything? Everything. All right, great. Jennifer Weisberg. Hey, Jennifer. Thank you again. And last but not least, of course, Paul Walsk. There they are. And the Silversteins. Did I forget you? I couldn't have forget you. All right. And Alana Udin. Also, they come all the time. Thank you. And then we got Maxine Cohen, Wendy Kurtzman, Mia is here, Aaron Grossman, and Amy. Okay, I got everybody. All right. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Really. I mean, what? Who else? Oh, and William the photographer. Yes, you might be famous. You might be in the Times. Who knows? You never know. So let's do our Misha Berach, and then we're just about done. All right? Misha Berach. The prayer for healing. So I'll walk around, I'll look at you, and please mention anybody you want to acknowledge who's ill. And we're going to send all of our energy out throughout the world, Sim Shalomers around the world. And I'm not going to repeat the names because I can hardly hear you. Okay. Anybody back here? Anybody sick?
Ready, right?
Anybody back there? Sick? Yehuda, my dear friend Sue Turkle Young, and Alexis. Let's send all of our energy out to all these people. Again, this is really a lovely community. It's okay that we just meet once a year. It's beautiful, but we have all of this great positive energy. So let's pray for refuah shlema for all those we've just mentioned, and we'll say Amen. Hey Carol, you want to return the Torah? Come on. This is my lovely wife Carol.
Okay, I got it. All right, I'll be here. What
We're gonna go right to the Avinu Malkeinu. Carrie, you have some announcements?
I do.
Okay, a few announcements, and then we're gonna do the Avinu Malkeinu, and then we're gonna blow the shofar, and then we're done. All right? Okay. Everybody all right? We're good?
Yeah. Thank you all so much for coming. Just if you'll leave your programs in the papers up on the bar or on your tables, that'd be great. If you don't want, I mean, you can take them home, but if you don't need to, please don't. And I don't know what you all know about Sim Shalom, but we're typically an online synagogue, so there'll be another service tonight at 5. There's a lot of services for the rest of the holidays, Sukkot, and anyway, so check the website, simshalom.com. Friday night every week, Rabbi Steve does a service, and then during the week, every weeknight there's a service, so if you need to say Kaddish or just want to be singing some songs with some other Jews in the world, people all over the world, India, I don't know, Spain, we've got people from all over the place. One woman said she couldn't go out today, she's in a wheelchair, and so it made it nice for her to be able to be with us. So they're all online as we're here. The other things that Sim Shalom does is we have conversion courses. We have a rabbinic program. One of our students is here, and that's so great. If anybody's interested in that kind of thing. There's also a Union of Jewish Universalist Communities. Sim Shalom is a Jewish Universalist community. We welcome everyone, and there's a group of rabbis around the country who do life cycles and things like that for folks. And on our Facebook page is my favorite thing, Jewish Universalist TV, where our rabbis do all kinds of fun Facebook Live programming, and it's really great. So all these things we do, and this is a big fundraiser for us, and it's also the best high holiday services I've ever been to, but we welcome other donations throughout the year just to keep things going. So thank you so much. It is good to see you.
Thank you, dear. We have a couple from Philadelphia. Let's hear it from the Philadelphia couple. Can anybody explain this to me yet? No? Still thinking about it. Okay. So, Avinu, is it Avinu? Yeah, we're going to do Avinu Malkeinu. Here we go. Avinu, everybody, Malkeinu. I'm not going to sing. Avinu Malkeinu, Aneinu, Ki'enu, Aseimanu, Tzedakah Ma'aseh, Aseimanu, Tzedakah Ma'aseh, Me'ashienu. Again. Baneinu, Baneinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Baneinu, Baneinu, Ye'imanu Ma'aseh. Okay, so as we conclude, let's do two more things. We're going to do Hayom, Hayom, Hayom. I like that. You like that?
Yes.
Hayom, Hayom, Hayom. We're going to do that, and then we're going to do, maybe do something a little good way to go out, and then we got to blow shofar, and everyone's got to do a Tekiah Gedola. All right? And anybody? While I'm thinking about it, let's have a hand for Joel Gold again, my poet friend. And Evan, Evan, without saying, I have to say, the best sound man. Well, he's not just a sound man. I mean, he's a singer-songwriter. Got a great voice, plays great guitar. He's just a wonderful guy. And sometimes you can find him online with me at Friday nights. So let's hear a hand for Evan. All right. So let's do Hayom, Hayom, Hayom. So on this day, give us strength. On this day, bless us. On this day, help us grow. On this day, be mindful of us. On this day, inscribe us for a good life. 2, 1, 2. Dum 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 dum. Hayom, hayom, hayom. Hayom, hayom, hayom. Hayom, hayom, hayom. You got it? You got the other? All right. Hayom, hayom, hayom. Hayom, hayom, hayom. Hayom, hayom, hayom. Hayom tevarecheinu. Very good. It's good to be a band leader. Hayom, hayom, hayom. Hayom, hayom, hayom. The shofar, don't leave. I'm going to run out there. You can say goodbye to me. I hate when everybody leaves and I'm like, whatever. So I'll run out there and you can say goodbye to me. 5 o'clock today, I'll be streaming for 1 hour. I'll be streaming the concluding service. And you can break your fast at 6 if you're, or not, whatever. I go at 6. So 5 o'clock, I stream. It's very sweet. We sing a few songs. And we end the day. So if you'd like to join me, you can find me on Facebook, Sim Shalom Facebook, or simshalom.com. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hayom, hayom, hayom. Hayom, hayom, hayom. Hayom, hayom, hayom. Hayom tevarecheinu. Amen. 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 Kol Haolam Kulo, and they can you just play it. Just play. It's very sweet. We'll sing it, and then you can end it when I walk over there, and they can all leave. All right? You ready to go? You had enough? It's been fun, right? I hope you enjoyed it. Shofar! Oh, Evan! He's been waiting here all morning for the shofar. Shofar, so good. So, I mean, do you want to be brave? Can we call out a series of blows and then this is Tekiah Gedolah?
I don't see why not.
All right, we're going to give Evan a little spotlight here. All right, so you're going to call out Tekiah, Shavarim, and don't pause after he blows. He likes it. You know. Tekiah, he'll go blah, Shavarim, blah blah blah, Teruah, blah 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 blah, Tekiah Gedolah, and then he passes out, and then you all leave. All right, and you guys can play that other thing. All right, like the Kol Hulam Kol. Where's Jack? Must have run to the bathroom. All right. Okay. All right. Ready? All right. The first one. Together. Tekiah. Tekiah Gedolah. Please subscribe well. God bless you. We'll see you next year, all right? See you next year. God bless you. Says,
Yeah, I'll go through that, but I don't want to be rushed out of have to come on. If they come on. No, nobody. I don't want
It's sick.
כולנו עם אחד, ניתן לו ביחד